Hello and welcome back to my second channel, Shwabados, and to a much anticipated reaction, I'm sure. People have been bugging me in my DMs and my comment sections on Twitter everywhere. You've got to listen to Nerd Control. Are you going to respond to Nerd Control? You have to hear this response and this response and this. I am struggling so hard to give a shit, but I know it's what the people want, so I'm going to listen to the Jamar Rose track, Nerd Control, which I know is supposed to be a play on the Kendrick Lamar track Control, where he, addressed a bunch of shit. I'll be honest, I did not follow Kendrick Lamar when that song came out, so I don't really know what it was about. But I follow Nerdcore and that scene, so this one hopefully should be pertinent to me. Let's find out anyway. Link in the description to the original. Run it up before I do because I will be pausing to give my thoughts on it. It's 4 minutes 40, so let's waste no time. Think. I will say, having been on Twitter for the last, 2 days since this dropped, I am so fucking tired of hearing this beat. Every YouTube video, every Twitter video I come across is just like the first 2 seconds. I'm like, oh, I'm so fucking tired of hearing it. But okay, Jamar.
We just gonna get right to it.
Okay.
Multiple hours I put in work on the scale. Now I've been putting in heat and reciprocal getting hell. Now I'ma turn up the heat, my plug gets up boiling a well. Tired of sitting idle, see your top spot for sale. We out here eating crumbs while you walking around with immunity. I collab with any artist, man, I vibe with a community. I see y'all posting about who I should get on this and that. But then y'all pick the same people, so fuck equal opportunity.
See, I know that he has things to say about, specifically Dizzy is where this all came from, because I know the context behind it is Dizzy didn't get him a verse. Dizzy has a history of not being able to get people verses. Cool, right? Artists are busy, they have lives, it happens. Jamar felt a certain type of way about it, though, because he feels like Dizzy owed him a lot of verses that he's ended up skipping out on, etc., etc. They have a personal history, and it comes up to this. So I can only assume he's talking about Dizzy here in these opening lines as well, talking about tweeting who should I get on this song, who should I get in that song, but then always working with the same people. I can only assume he's working with Dizzy because I don't think that applies to anyone else. Maybe, the only people who I can think of that work very in a very insular way in our community is people like DPS collabs with a lot of the same people over and over again. He works with a lot of the same people over and over again. But DPS doesn't tweet things like, who should I get on this song? Who should I work with next? DPS knows that he has his very specific artistic vision, and he knows the people that he can call upon to get it finished. So, it can't apply to people like that. I can only assume he's talking about Dizzy, because literally nobody else I think that applies to.
Popularity contest, I'm not vibing with that shit. You think you's popping, flipping for views and profit off that shit. Nigga, profit off this dick, cause this shit ain't free. Oh, Jamar, don't talk about that, they gon' get mad, you gon' see. Nigga, I put that on the gang, just a name of a few. Got Saddam Galaxy, surveyed the whole crew. I can bet my left testicle, they work hard.
Bro, stop. Alright, cool. I just want Jamar to stop talking about his nuts, bro. I need him to stop talking about his fucking testicles in songs. Alright.
You got Saddam Galaxy, surveyed the whole crew. I can bet my left testicle, they work harder than you. I got love for them niggas, but I'm still dusting the crew. I'm going out as a martyr and burning a blaze of glory just to show.
So he's just alright. So I know the people that he names as his crew here have fucking, responded to this already. And I guess this is what they're responding to. Him saying, "I've got love for my crew, but I'm gonna dust all of you. I'm gonna go. I'm better than you at music." That's not, you know what I mean? That's nothing. Saying to someone, "Hey, I love what you do, but I'm gonna dust you, bro. I'm gonna reach the peak. I'm gonna be better than you." That's nothing. Of course you want to believe that about your own music. Why wouldn't you? Everyone has a fucking ego in their music. You know what I mean? Connor Quest, Rustage, the UK Bias as a sort of a group, Loop. These are my homies. These are my people. I smoke any single one of them on a track. I'm way better than them. But that's what am I supposed to do? Be like, no, actually, you know what? I think Connor Quest writes better bars than me. No, I'm a musician. I have an ego. What the fuck? I don't need to write a track about it. What are you doing?
But I'm still dusting the crew. I'm going out as was a martyr and burning a blaze of glory just to show the whole game they got distorted, contorted. And I pray that my light shines down on the corrupt till the earth cracks open and a new age erupts. Now,
see, this feels so over dramatic because he's part of a community and a scene that does nothing but give him a platform. So to respond like this when it's only about one person feels so strange. Shine a light on the corrupt and the light shines down and the earth erupts and I bring in the new age and the new era. Like, huh? What? Bro, like, these people are here to help you. What are you talking about?
I'll be honest, fuck your collective and what you claim. You ain't put no money down, you don't even own your name. That's how I know you ain't serious, you ain't even got no trademarks. Sparring with the gang, that's the only way we trademarks.
Yeah, the trademark fun was, like, Flip was fun, but I don't know who he's claiming should get a trademark on their name here. Like, what? That's such a strange thing to say. I know you don't take this seriously because you haven't even trademarked your name. Like, that's what makes someone a serious artist, is that they're well versed in copyright law. Bro, what are you, like, this is not, what are you talking about?
You ain't serious, you ain't even got no trademarks. Sparring with the gang, that's the only way we trademark.
Sure, yeah.
Niggas is new niggas and some of y'all tender. Only leaving scratches and dents, lyrical fender bender. Now I can name off a few that's actually causing damage. Shout out Walnut, Ozaru, no wait a minute. I done gave these niggas flowers on a double XL. And you can't say the same, your whole feature list is frail. Fucking tier list too, I hear debates about who the best. Stomach grumbling and I'm the capital Budapest.
Alright. There's a few things to address here. Number one, yeah, shout out to you for putting, you know, smaller, younger artists on the ciphers, the freshman ciphers. That shit was definitely cool. I like that. Number two, I'm hungry. I'm the capital of Budapest. Bro, we live. The year, in case you weren't following what's happening here, the current year is 2022. We live in the age of information. Most people have in their pocket a device that can give them any piece of information in the world. You could have just Googled, you could have just done a quick Google search and found out that Hungary is a country and Budapest is the capital of that country, not the other way around, Jamar. You are not the capital of Budapest because there is no capital of Budapest. Budapest is the capital of Hungary. You could have just looked that up. You could have just Googled it. Stomach grumbling. And I'm the capital of Budapest, bro. What the fuck is the capital of Budapest? This is exactly the same vibes as England is my city. Like, what? What? Hello? This is exactly the same vibes as, like, 300 bitches, like the Romans. Like, huh? Bro, you could have just Googled. Alright, carry on.
I'm the capital Budapest, 954, Ty Wild and JHB. Mix Williams, Mirror Blackwell, as you can see. I'm just naming off the rappers that don't work harder than me.
I mean, that's debatable. I don't know. Ty Wild definitely does not work harder than you. Fair enough. You know what I mean? He doesn't. I still like his music more, but he doesn't work harder than you. Mari, JHB. I don't know. I think Mari works pretty fucking hard. He's labbing a whole lot. JHB for sure as well. Who is the others? Mix and Mia. Mia literally finishes a shift, comes home, and just sits at his computer working on music. I don't know. Mia Blackwell is one of the hardest working people I know. I can't comment on Mix. I don't really know him that well personally. But yeah, that's one of those things where it's like, sure, you might work harder than them. I don't know, because I don't know your personal situation, but it feels like a weird shot to, like, sure, you can take a shot at Ty Wild and say, I work way harder than you. You know what I mean? From the angle of I deserve more than you have, you know, because I work harder than you. Sure, you could feel entitled to say that about someone like Ty, because relative to what a lot of other people are doing, he didn't need to work as hard to reap the rewards that he has. But that's just because he's fucking nice at it, right? He's just really nice at this music shit. So fair enough. I just don't know if the other shots were warranted, because, like, I don't think you do work better than, anyway, whatever.
Blackwell, as you can see.
Keep it rocking.
Just naming off the rappers that don't work harder than me. I'm in the ocean with this shit, that's why I'm harder to see. And if I named you off, boy, you better respond. Got a lot up on my chest I ain't touched upon. And it's a lyrical Uzi, I aim it right at your stomach. Now we got a semicolon, man, that's right where I dumped it. Now they gon' ask me, who the fuck am I to
What?
Now we got a semicolon, man, that's right where I dumped it. Now they
Got a semicolon. Oh, okay. Okay, I get it.
gon' ask me, who the fuck am I to question their favorite? I'm the motherfucker that actually stood up to say shit. This is hip hop, this is how we handle this shit. You don't get no respect from me unless you handle your shit. I know what y'all wanna hear. We'll address that right now.
Oh, this is the part about Dizzy, I guess. I guess the rest wasn't about Dizzy. He was just talking shit. I don't know.
Now if I said I wasn't grateful for the put on, I'd be lying. But Dizzy done played with a nigga for too long. I done put in too much work, so much time, so much effort to get 116 back, nigga. I would never. And it's not just me, half the community old verses. Are you busy for a year? What you can hand me back? I'm worthless. I've been serving this country every day, moving militant, spitting in my face, but I ain't never had no ill intent.
Okay. I like where he's coming from, saying like, hey, it's not just me. You know what I mean? You owe verses for half the people in this community. You've dropped out on people a hell of times. It's hard to work with you. And that's not necessarily false. Dizzy's being busy as hell the last like year and a half, 2 years. And to be honest, I don't know many people that he said he would do a verse for and then actually did a verse for. I got lucky. I got a verse. You know what I mean? I know I was lucky, but I've tried to work with him in the past and dude's just too busy. And I think all of this is coming from a point of just Jamar and Dizzy's communication and transparency with each other is not being very good. So Jamar's just like fed up of dude dropping out, which is valid. I get fed up of people doing that shit to me all the time. I wouldn't write a track about it. But hey man, whatever you need to get your name up, right?
Fuck that cry baby shit. Get it on my own and I'ma savor it. On my Gordon Ramsay shit. Saucy. Stand by what you say and stop playing with my name. I ain't nobody's son, especially in this game. I came in running, muscled up on both legs. Looking real strong like a nigga used both legs. In it like a marathon, nigga, I get no rest. J. Rose speaking up on the track, you would never guess. I'm sick and tired of the way that these niggas is moving. Think you giving us a chance, but really you choosing. And they was wondering if I was gonna name drop who I'm talking about. Instigating niggas, get on the mic and just talk it out. The fact that I had to start the conversation is weird to me. It's been going on for a while, I know you see it clearly. Now if you came for some bars or some intricate rhyme scheme, shut the fuck up, I'm on some different type of time.
Not the fucking, if you came for bars or you wanted rhyme schemes, fuck you. That's not what I'm here to do. Like, you bruh, you can't just call your own verse. Like, what you're doing there is by saying, nah, fuck rhyme schemes, fuck bars. What you're doing there is you're just saying, I'm not gonna make this song interesting. Why would you mention it? Like, that's just something you can get away with by not saying it. You didn't need to bring attention to it. Instead, you're pointing out, yeah, that's right. I'm gonna make this verse boring as fuck. Huh? Like, if it's about, yeah, I had some shit to say, bro, then go fucking say it to Dizzy. Like, message him about it. What's it? I don't know, man. I just don't know why you would choose to put all this effort into making this song, but not make it interesting musically. Like, why didn't you try and make it a good song? You go ahead and acknowledge the fact that you don't care about the bars and the rhyme schemes in this song. You're just here to put out specifically what you're here to say. Why make it a song at all then, if you're not going to make it interesting, if you're not going to make it, I don't know, something worth listening to? I don't know what the fuck just happened with the chat there. Anyway.
It's a message. I want everyone to hear my voice. I won't edit out mistakes of the anger, and that's my choice. You gon' feel every word I'm spitting up on the track. This one ain't for the grace, don't feel obligated to hit me back. Shwabados, Russage, Breeding Boy, DPS, Fable, Game Boy, Jones, Ken, Steady, and Connor. I got love for you all, but I'm trying to slaughter you niggas. And your fans get held, they got nothing to offer you niggas.
This is what people are telling me to respond to? Him saying, let me talk to the greats. Don't feel obligated to you know, message me back, but list a bunch of names. I love y'all, but I'm coming for the top. That's not a diss. That's not a diss. That's just regular rapper talk. That's not a diss. I would be annoyed at someone if they were trying to break into this music scene in a big way and they weren't aiming to do better than the people above them. That would be annoying. This is the bare minimum that I require from someone trying to make it big, is that they care about the people, doing better than the people above them. Anyway, that's what people were telling me. You'll need to leave my fucking comment section. You either have, between the two ears on your head, no brain cells, or you are so purposefully ignorant because you're trying to push this agenda of, yeah, let's stir something up, let's see some drama. Like, bruh, the whole YouTube rap scene, died from that shit. Why do you want it here? Whatever. Campsteady in the chat said, this track could have been cool if he actually made the rapping go, but he was just kind of freestyling. That's what I'm saying. And he even acknowledges it in this verse. But, I guess if he didn't care about making the song good, then it is what it is. It's not a good song. What do you want me to say? It's just crazy to me to have a song where you say, yeah, I'm aiming for the top, I'm going to smoke everyone in my gang, everyone above me, blah, 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 blah. I'm going to be the greatest, etc. Where that's one of the core messages of the song, but you don't make it a good song. Hello? Then what are you going to do? You're just going to, live longer than me and by default get a bigger following? What do you... What are you talking about? It's kind of cool towards the end there. I like that last little bit. But yeah. I cannot believe that this is the track that's caused such a big stir. This track seems like it would cause a pretty big conflict between Jamar and Dizzy. A personal conflict. Which it did in a small way before they got on stream together and hashed it out. It does not seem like anything said in this track should have caused the fucking riot of responses and videos and memes and blah 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 that happened on Twitter. I just don't get it. I don't see what people are hearing here that I'm not, where they're like, oh yeah, this is serious. It's not fucking serious. Every fucking song I have ever released where I say I am the best at this, I'm the best at what I do, I'm the best in this community, and I have raised this community with my own fucking arms. Do you hear those songs and go, oh yeah, everyone in the community should respond? No, it's the same fucking message. Why are you treating it differently? Because he said our names? Bro, y'all are strange. Y'all are very strange. The one person who I think is valid in dignifying this with a response is DizzyEight. And fair enough, Jamar, people from Jamar's crew doing a response where they didn't really talk about what he said, they just did their own tracks on this beat. Fair enough, it's their little scene, they do what they want, play off each other, power to them. If anyone else responds, y'all are a little strange. You're a little bit strange. All right, anyway, but DizzyEight did respond, and he released this track Tantrum today. So let's check it out.
This what you wanted, huh? A response, okay? I'm gonna do this once. Yo. Look, I'm sick of it. Really, this getting ridiculous. I gotta take some time off of work just to go deal with my kid again. Hard-headed, he ain't listening. Ignoring the gifts.
Obviously, Dizzy playing up the whole, I am Jamar's father and this type shit. He was doing that on Twitter as well. It's his jumping off point is the diss is here.
Giving them, throwing a tantrum. Don't have the fact that you want the smoke cause you envious. Gotta be part of a plot, cause it's move as a deb if it's not. Gave you opportunities that I never had. He switched and turned to a op. He really gotta be up off of the rock, cause he really jumping out of the box. Now my heart is heavy, ain't a happy day. I gotta put my son inside a box.
Okay. I think Dizzy is doing musically something a lot more interesting than Jamar here, so he's already winning fucking points off of that, right? And he's being very direct, which is good because it's a response. He's playing up the, this dude my kid, this dude my son, working it into the punchlines. It's cool. I'm just a lot more invested and interested in what Dizzy's saying here than anything that Jamar said, just because he's doing it musically more interesting. And he's saying here, you're ignoring the gifts that have given you, the platform that have given you, the way that I raised you up in this scene, which is valid because Dizzy did a lot of that. He put him on. And even though Jamar said something along the lines of, hey, I'm grateful for how you, put me on, like, this still feels like a pretty good response.
In your ear, gassing you up, clouding your vision, son, you ain't seeing clear. Biting the hand that fed you, if this for real, then you moving weird. Big man by the verse when I'm the one who paved your whole career. I'm sorry for the way, but I was too busy working, being dad of the year. Talking to me about work when I was busy putting food in your mouth. Entitlement's really a drug, and honestly, it might be worse than the clout. Today we cutting these family ties, tomorrow we Xing you out. I hope the betrayal was worth it, closing your curtain, we know what you bout.
Yeah, he's just saying, you know what I mean? Like, you've sort of burned a pretty fucking big bridge here. Like, you worked up this much. You mad about this for what? Because I didn't get you a verse? Because I was busy living a life? Which, I mean, I get Jamar's frustration. Don't ever think I don't get Jamar's frustration at not getting the verse. I get it. Because, you know what I mean? Like, Dizzy played him around a little bit. Dizzy's communication is not good as someone who has worked with him. And I'm a big fan of DizzyEight. And I'm a big fan of the work that he's done with me. He is not a good communicator. If he's busy, you will not know about it. He just won't message you. So yeah, it's a frustrating thing to try and work with someone like that and consistently get a verse postponed or not returned at all or radio silence or have to pitch a different project and for him to agree to that and then still not do it. It is frustrating. But at the same time, I get what Dizzy's saying here, like, where's this entitlement come from? Why do you think that you can get so upset about me over this when, I put you in the position you are in the first place? Like, the reaction is not warranted. We could have just talked this out, but instead you decided to burn bridges. So, right now, to be honest, I'm kind of seeing where they're both coming from. The thing is, Dizzy is just saying it a lot better. Dizzy is putting it into a lot nicer words. This song kind of like, it's a little tough right now.
Dummy. And you want to come at me over a 16? All the stuff I did for you, bro, the songs I put you on the platform, the faces I put you in front of, and you want to cry over a verse? A verse? Like we don't have a whole album of music out together. Man up. Stop crying like a baby and man up. Enjoy what's been given to you. Stop playing with me, man. Let's speak on that noise you was talking about us using people for views. You really mad and jealous they winning and nobody working with you. Look, work ethic don't mean nothing when your music's trash, but was...
Speaking of that noise you was talking about us choosing people for views. You really just mad and jealous they win and nobody working with you. Yeah, that whole line that Jamar had about like, hey, you guys talking about putting people on, but you just work with people who get you views, people who are trending, people who have the subscribers. You don't really care about the little man. And again, I said it when I listened to Jamar's song, I don't think that's true. I just think he's lying. I think he's just jealous of people who get picked for features when he doesn't, even though he operates within the same community and puts his shit out at an equal level, or according to him, a much higher level. So, like, I get the jealousy of seeing someone else get featured on a track that you think you could do way better on an artist that you think, you're closer with even, or whatever it is, on a topic that you know more about, whatever it is. I get it, right? That's the artist mentality. It happens. You get jealous, but like, there is an element of weird entitlement there, where you're like, why'd you feature him instead of me? Huh? Why are you working with him? Is it because he's got more subscribers? It's like, no, bro. It is what it is. Anyway.
It's really trash that you backstab the only one that ever came to give you a chance. Then fix your lips to say I spit in your face. How when I came and put food in your plate? You a disgrace. You ain't even good enough to be put in the game. Should've been mad at yourself, but you wanna take it all out on the team. How are we ever supposed to take you serious when your crew turn you to a meme? Look, if I'm being honest, Jamar, you was always the weak link. You should've went and leveled up before shooting blanks out of envy. Shut at me over a 16, now you're really coming up empty. Listen, I give you a hearse in place of the verse. These 16s leave you empty. He said he a man, but he do that poorly. He mad cause he not my priority. Got in your feelings and traded your loyalty. Sister, but this is not a sorority. Man up, you're tired of being my son. Well, then stop acting like you childish. I don't know what bro smoking on, but he wildin'. I'm sick of this grown man.
I like the stuff he was saying as well about like, it doesn't matter your work ethic that you're preaching about if your music isn't good. And I I fuck with a lot of Jamar Rose's songs. I like a lot of his music. It's why I agreed to work with him on his album. You know what I mean? Because I like a lot of the stuff what he does. I like his vision. I have stocks in Jamar Rose. You know what I mean? But yeah, the point stands that if someone's making better music than you, it doesn't matter how hard you think you're working compared to them. They're making better music than you. So you need to improve artistically. And that's what I'm saying about Ty Wilde. Definitely, Ty Wilde does not work as hard as Jamar Rose. He doesn't work as hard as most artists I know. But his music better. Like, you can't really argue with that. He's just a better rapper. You know what I mean? It's one of those things.
Well, then stop acting like you childish.
And it's also a lot of it is personal preference.
I don't know what bro smoking on, but he wildin'. I'm sick of this grown man that I'm parenting, stretching his hands out, wanting charity. I gave him handouts, but apparently that's not enough now. You embarrassing, you never stand out. How you arrogant, you only stand out as a parody. You was my man's, now see clearly. Man down, how we bury you.
Like, I mean, even just from a musical standpoint, right? Dizzy's song that he's written as a response in a day is so much more musically interesting. This stands out way more as just a song. You know what I mean? It's listenable. As an artist, he's got you beat because he's just doing a job better musically. And that's, if you're talking about, and I know what you're, like, a lot of people will talk about, yeah, but what about what he's saying? What's important here is what he's saying. Yes, what's important is what he's saying. But the entire point of Jamar's song, besides just dissing Dizzy for not getting the 16, was that he believes that he is one of the best at this and that he can outdo anyone else and is coming for the top spot. But you can't say that on a song that is musically not good, because the only way to be the top artist is to do it, to prove it, not talk about it. DizzyEight is coming back with this response that is musically better than your original track in which you said you were coming for the top. So it immediately invalidates every claim where you say, I'm really coming for the top spot, I'm really about to smoke these people. When the fucking response someone wrote in a day is musically more listenable. Do you get it? Do you get what I'm saying?
Work harder, but we work smarter. You just suicidal, you are not a martyr. I am out of patience and you out of order. Tried to build you up and that was brick and mortar, but...
And he's spitting as well. Work harder, but we work smarter. So again, invalidating those I work harder claims. He's saying, even if you work harder than us, you're not working on the right thing. You're not facilitating growth. You're not garnering an audience in the right way. You're working hard, but aimlessly. You're just suicidal. You are not a martyr because, Jamar was talking about, yeah, if this kills me off, if this is my final track, then I'm a dying martyr. It's like, you're not dying for a cause here. You're not putting yourself out there and burning bridges because you believe in something great. You're just doing, suicidal tendencies with your career. It's just, and I don't even think it's that big. I think obviously this is hyperbole. But like the point stands.
You came back as an op disguised in this competition. It's ironic how you got off the water to swim with the fishes. So great, but you digging.
Pull up to my Twitch channel. We live right now. I mean, you were live when this video went out. I doubt you are now, but yeah, okay. I'm gonna say this. Jamar Rose's original video was okay. You know what I mean? He had the braggadocious energy. He was trying to claim that he's better than everyone else. That's just what rappers do 90% of the time. Fine, what do you want me to do about it? You know what I mean? Like, I believe I'm also the best. What, you think me and Rustage and DPS and Fable are all going to butt heads because I think I'm better than them? No, I'm a musician. I know what I like to do. I've refined my craft over more than a decade of this. And that's just what it is. My ego is speaking whenever I think I'm better than other people, but we let the art talk for itself. You know what I mean? And Jamar should do similar. He should make fucking good music if he wants to say that he's better than other people. But it is what it is. Dizzy's response trashed him. I can't hold back here. Dizzy's response trashed him. Like, that. It is what it is. Unfortunate. Hopefully Jamar just fucking learns from this not to make a shitty diss track because he didn't get a verse back. But hey, let me know what y'all thought. Yes, I've already actually seen a bunch of the other responses because they were all over Twitter, so I listened to a bunch of them. And not a single one of them I really cared about. But shout out everyone who's fucking bandwagoning this bullshit because we love diss tracks in hip hop, right, guys? This is hip hop. This is what you wanted. Grow up, make good music. Concentrate on yourself. that's going to be it from me. I've been Shwabados and y'all been very kind. This has been the Jamar's DizzyEight incident that we're all going to forget about in a week. And I will catch y'all in the next video. Peace!